Welcome to Faith Explorers Hub. Join us on a journey of discovery as we delve into the depths of faith, spirituality, and the human experience. Whether you're seeking inspiration, knowledge, or connection, you've found your home here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on our latest explorations. Let's explore together. Emperor Nero, one of the most infamous rulers in Roman history, is often remembered for his tyranny, extravagance, and the persecution of early Christians. His actions had a profound impact on the nascent Christian community and are believed to have influenced the apocalyptic imagery found in the Book of Revelation. This article explores Nero's reign, his treatment of Christians, the impact on the disciples of Jesus, and how these events are reflected in the Revelation. Nero's rise to power. Nero Claudius Caesar Augustus Germanicus, commonly known as Nero, was born on the 15th of December, 37 CE. He became emperor in 54 CE at the age of 16, following the death of his predecessor and adoptive father, Emperor Claudius. His early reign, guided by his mother Agrippina the Younger and his advisors Seneca and Burrus, began with relative stability and moderate governance. However, as Nero asserted more control, his rule became increasingly marked by personal excess, political purges, and brutal acts of repression. Persecution of Christians. One of the most notorious aspects of Nero's reign is his treatment of Christians. This persecution reached its peak following the Great Fire of Rome in 64 CE, a devastating event that destroyed much of the city. Though the cause of the fire remains unclear, historical accounts suggest that Nero used Christians as scapegoats to divert suspicion from himself. The Great Fire of Rome. The fire began on the 18th of July, 64 CE, and raged for 6 days, destroying a large portion of the city. Ancient sources, such as the historian Tacitus, provide harrowing descriptions of the event and its aftermath. According to Tacitus in his Annals, Book 15, Chapter 44, Nero deflected blame onto the Christians, initiating a brutal persecution. Nero fastened the guilt and inflicted the most exquisite tortures on a class hated for their abominations, called Christians by the populace. Methods of persecution. Nero's methods of persecution were particularly brutal and sadistic. Christians were subjected to extreme forms of torture and execution. They were torn by dogs. Many Christians were thrown to wild dogs, which tore them apart in the arenas. Crucified. Some were crucified, a method of execution known for its slow and painful death. Burned alive. Nero is famously reported to have used Christians as human torches to illuminate his gardens at night. This persecution was not only a means of punishing Christians, but also served as a spectacle for the Roman public, reflecting the depravity and cruelty of Nero's reign. Impact on early Christians and Jesus' disciples. Nero's persecution had a profound impact on the early Christian community. The disciples of Jesus, who were spreading Christianity across the Roman Empire, faced severe threats to their mission and lives. Peter and Paul, two of the most prominent apostles, Peter and Paul, are traditionally believed to have met their martyrdom under Nero's reign. Peter. According to early Christian tradition, Peter was crucified upside down in Rome, feeling unworthy to die in the same manner as Jesus. Paul. As a Roman citizen, Paul was reportedly beheaded, a relatively quicker and more humane form of execution. The martyrdom of these key figures dealt a significant blow to the early Christian leadership, but also served to galvanize the faith of the Christian community. Dispersion and growth. Despite the intense persecution, or perhaps because of it, Christianity continued to spread. The resilience and martyrdom of the Christians inspired many and solidified their beliefs. The narratives of sacrifice and steadfastness in the face of persecution became central themes in Christian teachings and writings. Influence on the Book of Revelation. The Book of Revelation, also known as the Apocalypse of John, is replete with symbolic and apocalyptic imagery. Written during a period of Roman persecution, possibly under Nero or Domitian, it reflects the trials faced by the Christian community and provides a vision of divine justice and ultimate victory over evil. The Beast and Nero. Revelation 13 introduces the Beast, a malevolent entity opposing God and persecuting his people. The number of the Beast, 666, is a well-known symbol within the text. As discussed earlier, through the practice of gematria, this number can be decoded to reference Nero, suggesting that he embodies the beastly opposition to God's kingdom. The number 666 is famously known as the number of the beast from the Book of Revelation in the New Testament. This enigmatic figure has been the subject of countless interpretations, theories, and speculations. Among the most compelling and historically supported theories is the identification of 666 with the Roman Emperor Nero. Explores the origins, historical context, and implications of this association. The biblical reference. Revelation 13:18, the Book of Revelation, attributed to John of Patmos, is filled with symbolic and apocalyptic imagery. In Revelation 13:18, the text states, Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. This verse invites readers to decipher the meaning of 666, suggesting it is a code that can be understood through wisdom and knowledge. Nero and the historical context. Nero Claudius Caesar Augustus Germanicus, commonly known as Nero, ruled as Roman emperor from 54 to 68 CE. His reign is often remembered for tyranny, extravagance, and the persecution of Christians. Nero's reputation as a despotic and cruel ruler made him a likely candidate for the figure symbolized by 666, gematria. Decoding the number 666, gematria is an ancient Jewish practice where letters are assigned numerical values. In the context of Revelation, the use of gematria provides a method for deciphering the identity behind the number 666, Nero's name in Hebrew, when transliterated from Greek as Neron Caesar, and its letters assigned numerical values, adds up to 666. This method reveals how early Christians might have encoded Nero's name to refer to him indirectly, likely as a means of evading direct confrontation with Roman authorities. The Latin variant, 616. Some ancient manuscripts of Revelation list the number of the beast as 616 instead of 666. This variation further supports the identification with Nero, when transliterated into Latin as Nero Caesar. Nero's persecution of Christians is well documented. After the Great Fire of Rome in 64 CE, Nero blamed the Christians for the disaster, leading to widespread and brutal persecutions. This period of suffering and martyrdom would have made Nero a prominent figure of evil in the minds of early Christians, thus justifying his association with the apocalyptic imagery in Revelation, symbolic representation in Revelation. In the broader context of Revelation, the beast is depicted as a powerful and malevolent entity opposed to God and persecuting God's people. Nero, with his tyrannical rule and persecution of Christians, embodies these characteristics. By encoding Nero's name in the number 666, the author of Revelation could communicate a powerful critique of the emperor while avoiding direct political repercussions. The legacy of 666 and Nero. The identification of 666 with Nero is not merely a historical curiosity, it has had lasting implications for Christian theology and eschatology. This association underscores the early Christian experience of persecution and the hope for divine justice and ultimate vindication. Moreover, understanding the historical and linguistic context of 666 enriches modern interpretations of Revelation. It shifts the focus from abstract or future speculations to a concrete historical figure, providing a lens through which to view the struggles and resilience of early Christian communities. Conclusion: the connection between the number 666 and Emperor Nero is a compelling interpretation rooted in historical evidence, linguistic analysis, and the socio-political context of early Christianity. By encoding Nero's name in the number of the beast, the author of Revelation conveyed a potent message of resistance and hope to persecuted Christians. This identification not only clarifies a cryptic biblical passage, but also highlights the profound impact of Nero's reign on early Christian thought and the enduring symbolism of Revelation. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of faith and spirituality. Your support means the world to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Faith Explorers Hub for more inspiring content. Until next time, keep exploring and stay blessed.